And we got bananas in chat from SAS9602, Camo J123, Buried Puma, Kitty Gaming 999, Mattis Streams, My Thigh Atai. Jeez, I can't say some of these names. King Turtles, I like your name, and Flying Genring. I'm terrible at reading these names, aren't I? It's clearly the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Sunday morning stream. And my brain hasn't properly turned on yet. But welcome to the stream, everyone. Let's jump in and play some Hermitcraft. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm saying. Good morning, says X Smiller. Good morning to you, good sir. We're going to work on this building right now in this stream. I'm still half asleep at 10 AM, says Rallying. Well, hopefully the stream will wake you up. Let's actually start off just by removing this while people tune in and while we get the voice warmed up for talking. So I was doing my my little vocal warm-ups. Do you want to hear my vocal warm-ups? Alright, I'm going to move the microphone away from myself a little bit while I do this, okay? Oh, jeez. Okay, now you're probably... Oh, jeez, I fell. You're probably laughing. You're probably giggling. You're probably thinking, what on earth is that? That is supposed to be a really good technique for warming up your voice. Now, the video in which I learned that from could be a troll in order to make me look stupid. But the thing is, it seemed very professional and it actually works. So, there you go. Now, I was doing... Yeah, so here we go. Harrow says you left your mic on when the stream was starting. I didn't actually leave my mic on. I muted my mic. I always mute my mic in the pre-stream. What I've noticed is that the mute function on my microphone is a bit finicky. Seems to quieten rather than mute sometimes. Sometimes it does actually mute entirely, and other times, it doesn't matter how many times I turn the mute on and off, it will just still be like normal. So, dodgy microphone. That's not the funniest technique I've heard, says Lee Animal. Well, you know, if there's a funnier one, I want to know it. The technique is legit, says HD in memoriam. It certainly feels legit. I've been doing it for a while. It definitely helps warm up the throat. Another thing about it is that you sort of push your range while you do it. So whatever range you heard me go from there, you keep doing it and you keep pushing the range up a little bit so you hit higher notes and lower notes. Oh, I've got loads of bone meal here. And that helps a lot as well. So I do a bunch of that before and some of you heard it. Anyway, it leads me on to ask another question based on a comment I got in the pre-stream. So I want to ask a question. Just put like 1 to 10, number in chat right now. How good does listening to my voice on this microphone sound? Do you like it? Does it sound reasonable, good? You know, do you like what you're hearing, basically? Let's see what the, you know, on a 1 to 10 scale, let's see what response we get. There'll be some funnies, there'll be some 11s, and there'll be some, you know, gooseberries. So we've got lots of 9s, 8s, 10s, 9s, 7s, occasional 6, and there's the 11s, 10s and 9s, 8.5s, 9.346. Wow, getting really into the detail there. Yeah, so generally it's really high, right? You know, on average we're probably looking at about an 8 to a 9. And the lowest I've actually seen is 6. There's not even some funnies that are like, oh, -5, oh, you know. There's not even any of those. Over 8 billion, says Solsti. Gee, someone's feeling confident. Anyway, every now and then I get these messages from... I would say angry. Certainly the tone of some of the messages that I've gotten seem as if the person sending me it is rather irritated. I get these messages of like, your microphone's rubbish, you need to get a condenser mic. You need to get a condenser mic. Here's the thing, peeps, I've got a condenser mic and I don't sound that good on it. Like, it does not... It shapes my voice differently, it sounds a bit thin and distant. Yeah, even with compression and all of the fancy audio processing, right? So some people understand that the more professional way to do things, the way people do things in the studio is with condenser mics. But when they realise I'm not using a condenser mic, I get an angry message. Thing is, you know, just because that's the way the professionals do it, doesn't mean it's actually going to be the best that I could possibly do. Not going to say it's the worst or anything like that. Just what I've got really works, I think. So I don't see the point in changing it. Evil says your mic definitely doesn't produce a rich sound, maybe lacking bass. But we can hear the difference. Yeah, I mean, some people understand what I'm getting. Yeah, definitely not a rich sound, but it just seems to work. Even when I listen to it back, I think it just complements like the tone of my voice, perhaps. You know. Recalibrate your mouse, please, says Niels. Recalibrating my mouse won't fix this problem. It's a slobs bug. So it is what it is, and I'll continue to get angry comments about it, I'm sure. Unfortunately, that's just how X sounds and you have to deal with it, says Vlatsurf. Well, judging on the little poll that we had a moment ago, it's not something you have to deal with. It seems like people, for the most part, don't have a problem with it. So I will continue to keep this sound that we have here. Alright, so... You know, another thing, it might just help that you're so used to hearing these like thick, rich, condensed voices coming over their condenser mics that something a little bit different is nice. Who knows? Let's chuck these two things up here. Did we tear it all down? There was also a bunch of like furnaces. Yeah, I didn't get round to that. And there's this chest, which we'll leave there for a moment. That's got some gravel in. We're going to need that. Do I want the XP? Probably not. I've got plenty of XP. I don't need to fuss about getting it out of the furnaces right now. A pillow behind the mic would help, says Bebra. The microphone doesn't get like too much of a boost from going over the top with padding. I've got a little bit of sound dampening in the room. Like behind me, I've got a blanket hung up on a frame, and in front of me, I've got some cushions below my monitors. But that's it. It doesn't really get that echoey. So that's all I need sometimes. See, I understand a lot about sound because I used to do a lot of research and learning, and I wanted to, you know, make my own music, so I learned a lot about this stuff. Like, one of the common things I see people doing is, you know, you see these people with these like home recording setups they show in their videos, and they've taken those pads, those sound dampening pads, and they plastered an entire wall with it. Even when they've got something like a monitor sitting in front of it, which means the sound bounces off of the monitor and it doesn't even get near the pad. When it comes to soundproofing and stuff, it's generally about putting it where the actual sound bounces off of. So there's not a lot of space really where the sound is bouncing around, and the microphone doesn't really pick that up either. So it's pretty simple setup. Devrak says, "Hey Xwood chat, has anything changed significantly in 1.13 that would make older Blaze farms not work anymore?" Probably, yeah, there's probably something. I mean, so much stuff changes, anything can break. Anyway, we've had noises in the ear. Let's get through them. STVNC, a subscriber of Amazon Prime. Thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. We also have Kraut Sultan and Matt Myers, subscriber of Amazon Prime. If you're unaware, you can use Prime to subscribe to someone on Twitch. Doesn't have to be me. It can be whoever you like. But thank you for using your Prime subscriptions. We also have Vegistry, resubscribing, tier 3 subscriber for 5 months in a row. So thank you for that fantastic, wonderful support. It's appreciated. And I hope you enjoy today's live stream. We're going to start off by ripping out all of this bit here. This bit is going to go, and we're going to change the side of this building. Unfortunately, I got some really good feedback. I think some people liked the build. I think it's easy to like the build just because it looks alright, doesn't it, this thing here? But when you start to think about it a bit more logically in the sense of what does it represent, what is it as a building, it starts to show itself as being not particularly that great of a design. So we're ripping this out and we're going to rebuild it. Pikachu the Hero says, I would sub with Prime, but I'm about to lose it. Oh, I see. Prime is running out. Prime is running out for you and me. Jeez, that's, I don't know. Sounded like that thing people say. X, can you say Josh Jenkins hit the post? I've accidentally now said that, haven't I? I guess. Well, you got what you wanted. Right, we need a shulker box for this project. I believe I have an empty one in here. Good. Ah, there's the lime. Let's make sure. Well, some blocks probably popped off and went out of range. Let's throw this down over here. Gonna store those in there for now. Okay, and that's kind of all that I needed to tear out. I know what we're going to need is a way to view this area from somewhere else. I'm liking this music, by the way. Asuma, can you please say ostrich? Jeez, these requests, I've got to say ostrich now. It's like someone's making a soundboard of Asuma says this and Asuma says that. Has there ever been a big build you thought you weren't going to complete but did, says the nerdy hippie. I don't know, it's hard to think like that. Like, I'm very aware of the projects that I start and don't finish. But I guess you always, the problem is you're always going to have a moment of doubt here and there, right? It's always going to cross your mind, this project's so big I might not finish it. But usually you persevere. Okay, right, so over here we need to look at this building from a different angle. This angle. Can you prank Scar or Grian, says Alvadod X. Why are you not asking me to prank Mumbo? Don't you know the chat rules? We're only allowed to prank Mumbo. And by the way, we will of course prank Mumbo this stream, just in case you were wondering. Asuma, say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I just did that. We got noises in the ear from Big Merc77. Resubscribing for 18 months in a row. That's 2 Twitch babies right there. Thank you so much for a 1.5 year support, man. Greatly appreciated. And Blaze Junkie. Blaze Rods. I remembered that. Blaze Junkie 82 resubscribing for 28 months in a row. Thank you for your 28 months of resubscription. I wonder when the next Minecraft story mode comes out. I don't even know I can be bothered to play that game anymore. Now I'm thinking, if we look at the shape of that building there, I reckon if we take the square shape that already exists and we go out in this direction and then we build a tower going up, that will end up looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is your counter broken, says Blarkor. It could be. Which counter are we on about? The derp counter? The derp counter never breaks, apart from that one time when I derped and it broke. So, we're going to push this bit out here. Let's bring this out. Oh, how many blocks will it come out by? 1, 2, 3. In fact, let's use a little bit of squareness here. If I go diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez, I'm already doing a terrible job. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's those 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. So I think another 3. If we bring it out to here, that'll be roughly the space it takes up. And an extra one, so we've got some buffer around it. Massrock says, sorry, Asuma, I gotta go to bed. It's 4 AM. Jeez, you might as well be getting ready to get up at 4 AM. Asuma's girl says, what do you think about accents from different places? Yours is amazing. I'm from California, and anytime I hear a different one, it's just an amazing feeling. I just want to keep them talking. I like accents too. If you've been around me here on the channel for a while, you know that I like diversity. I like, you know, things being different and in a lot of ways. So when it comes to, oh jeez, I fell off. When it comes to accents, that's always great, hearing a different accent. It says something about someone. It lets you know that they are from somewhere else and that things are probably different in their world. And I like that. I like, yeah, I guess I just like, you know, that there's a lot of stuff out there and some things blatantly represent that, like an accent, and it's cool. I don't know, like some people are very phobic of people from other areas, right? And different accents, anything that's different is like alarming or a threat. To me, it's not like that. It's like, it's all interesting. I'm curious. Let's go ahead and let's try very cautiously. Oh, I needed to jump on that. Oh, parkour. Right, we want to replace these blocks here. This, my friends, that was a fail. Let's quickly try that. Why have I built a parkour bait, like a parkour in my base? It's not even my base. Geez, you know what I'm trying to say. So I got to right click right as it breaks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got some skills. Got some skills. I think we might need to offhand it now. Yeah, that one was always going to be tougher. That was always going to be tougher because it breaks a lot quicker. And no, I don't want some gravel. Where's my shovel? Tools, where are my tools? Also, we don't want loads of baddies coming into this area, so we should definitely sleep in the bed. You still haven't fixed the cursor, says Mr. Chili Gaming. I still haven't fixed the cursor. Goodness me. What am I doing? Why am I not learning how to program and getting a job at Slobs and going in there and fixing their code? Why am I not doing that? Jeez, why am I not doing that? I don't know. I got no answer for you. I'm just lazy, really, aren't I? Can't be bothered to fix someone else's program. Goodness me, lazy. Right, let's go get our shovel. Okay, this thing needs a repair. Let's go grab a diamond. Oh. Yep, that'll be why. Ha! Take that. And then we need some sticks, which I do not have in my inventory. 2 of those, thank you very much. Little bit of a shovel over here. And a little bit of anvil action. And we repaired it. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm from North Carolina, and people ask me all the time if I'm British, and I might as well because I had to make Siri British properly to understand me. You had to make Siri British to understand you. Interesting. So its voice recognition is based on what its own accent is set to? Oh, can I jump? This is the worst thing ever. There we go. When you land on the fence post, it doesn't actually set off the trapdoor, does it? All right, so we have that. Now what we've got to do is extend it outwards, and I think if we were to make it entirely gravel on its own, it would lose a little bit of charm. Maybe we could continue with that stripe again. Wouldn't be the worst thing ever, would it? Let's go Tesco. Let's throw this in the same spot over on this side. By the way, we got another noise in the ear from Kent Paras. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Kent Paras, thank you for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your live stream here today. It's your live stream, Kent. It's not anyone else's. Okay, all the other people here, it's not your live stream. Jeez. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I think we are 1 block lower. There we go. No, that's terrible. That's definitely the wrong block. Okay, it also just occurs to me that then the width of this thing is going to become bigger. Because I'm kind of picturing it in my mind being here, right? This is the wall. This is the first time I've been to the stream. How long do usually stream forces try hard? About 2 hours, usually. Crazy about maths says, when there's gravel on the screen, it looks like my screen is blurry. Oh, right. It's one of those textures, I guess. It might be that the compression isn't very good with this mix of similar colours, providing a lot of detail. So you get lots of artifacts and stuff like that. Its height's going to have to go to about here. So it's going to have a flat roof, pretty sure. Actually, we can always lower that quite easily. Okay, so the height of this thing doesn't have to be so. Need more torches, says Gert. Yeah, the torch is just like a temporary thing to keep this area safe. Speaking of keeping this area safe, let's just see. I've made a little way up here. The mobs can use that. They can use that to get in. What we need to do is jump into our area so that the mobs can't get up here. We also should probably put down some torches just here, help the grass spread, and if night happens to roll around, we're prepared for it. Mario Ae? Jeez, that's hard to say. Mario, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying today's live stream. I'm going to drink some tea right now. little bit of tea. How about that? That is some good, tasty, warm tea. B-Brass says, 1 creeper in a gravel house. Lol, no good. You got a point there. You got a point. Delicious. Cool Monkey says, go prank Mumbo with almost 2,000 people watching. We already pranked Mumbo this stream. I'm sorry that you missed it. It is our tradition, of course, to prank Mumbo in every stream. Stream's Twitch channel has subscribed. Stream's Twitch channel, thank you. That's the back of me. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. Firefox says, when are you going to do that video about the new stuff you put on Hermitcraft 6? I'll do it when it's ready. I won't do it before it's ready. Alright? Alright, you know, I'm good like that. I won't just rush it out there and put out something with bugs in or whatnot. We'll get all the bugs fixed and we'll put it out when it's ready. How about that? Is that a deal? Is that a deal? We'll put out the Hermit pack, data pack, when it's ready instead of before. I've not got too many ideas here. We haven't really used any other complementing textures with the gravel, with exception to what I just tore apart. And I don't really want to introduce too much else. At this point though, it really is just the stone bricks there. So maybe I can get away with introducing something like andesite. Now andesite is going to be quite a contrast to the gravel. Let's just check that shape again. Yeah, one over here. So if we're going to build a tower, that would be the end of this little section. Now, I think what you might want inside this block that we're about to build is perhaps some windows to see what's on the inside. But then again, if we look at where all our windows come from so far, they come from the bone blocks. So maybe we should not do that and keep the gravel. Yeah, I think the gravel's going to make more sense as a big bold wall. By the way, I've got a chest full of gravel somewhere around here. We can start building this up a bit. Bleed Green says X dropped in to say, hey, I'll probably catch this one on the second channel. See you on the second channel, buddy. Thanks for popping in. So somewhere around here, we'll probably want to put our our terracotta thing. I think maybe about there is the time. So it'll be clay, and then what goes there? I'm not sure. Not sure if I want to do another bone block section. I keep calling them bone blocks. They're not bone blocks. Okay, actually, I think I know what we'll do. Right, so let's go grab these and grab those. Don't need the silk touch right now. How am I going to get up there? For now, like that. Okay, so I've got to jump. Oh, this is awkward. We'll do it like that, okay? So we're going to have that go there. And do I remember how it was arranged? Yes, I do. So we're going to keep this thing going. Do you stream one between each Hermitcraft episode, says Frosty Meerkat? Yes, that's kind of the rhythm we got. Stream one day, Hermitcraft episode the next. So we've got more noises in the air. Step 4 Vortex have subscribed with Amazon Prime. So has Grim DZ Gaming and Belt Fed Joe. Thank you for using your Prime subscriptions on me. I appreciate it. And I hope that you're enjoying the live stream. Thank you, peeps. Greatly appreciated. Why is the mouth off-centered, says the spacebar? Because of programming errors and bugs in the software that I use. I mean, that technically don't need to be there, but we'll put it there for now. Actually, no. I might need the space on the inside. Let's remove it. And we got a donation here, noise in the ear from Welshmat85 saying I'm Welsh and I've five-finger death punch. And I probably supposed to say love. When are you uploading to YouTube next? Welshmat, thank you first of all for the donation. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. I will be uploading to YouTube later today. In fact, it's already uploaded. It's been uploaded for about a week. Jeez. Yeah, I've got a video coming out later today that I recorded earlier in the week. So I hope you enjoy that. And thank you. Thank you for the donation again. Hey X, how is the program called? Maybe I know the way to fix it, says Azim. Slobs is the name of the program. It is a bug introduced during development, and I don't know if they accept, you know, submissions for bug fixes. I don't think it's even open source, so I don't think you'd be able to look at it and figure out how to fix it. But who knows? I need some andesite, like... Where would my andesite be? Probably just in one of these. Oh, there you go. Andesite. First thing. Hey, there we go. Only need a few for now. Cool. So the next one goes in this spot here. And then we're going to have one over here. And then we're going to sleep in a bed because it's turning to night. And that gives me an opportunity to drink some more tea. JMK... ASPEREK79. I just thought I'd read out the name. JM Kasparek 79 has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Kasparek. This thing is broken, man. I don't know. It's so weird because the sleep system worked for ages. Speaking of why we ain't releasing the data pack, then we have this bug all of a sudden where you can't just sleep in it, you have to sleep twice, and we can't figure out what's causing it. And what's weird is just that it started after it was fine for ages, like, didn't change any of the data pack stuff, it just went, oh no, not going to work now. The Real Fandango has subscribed with Amazon Prime. The Real Fandango, thank you for subscribing. Also, Glyphinx is here, resubscribing for 21 months in a row. Saying, wow, time does fly, keep on trucking. Or keep trucking on, actually. Thank you, appreciate it. And QQueg1 has subscribed for 3 months in a row of Amazon Prime. Thank you again, everyone, for the subscriptions and the wonderful support. Hope you're all enjoying it. X, do you dislike Bumbos, says Surprise Tulpa. It's not that I dislike them, it's just that I think they should just be left in Season 5. Like... It was a pretty funny thing. It got pretty played out, and I'm sort of a fan of each season having its own, you know, kind of thing. Like, would it be fun if this season there was the Logfellas after there was the Logfellas in Season 5 and the Logfellas in Season 4? Probably not. But then it's probably going to get a little bit old, you know. I think things should evolve and change. Like everything has its moment, and then you move on. That's kind of how it goes. I think there's some trees and stuff we should chop down, and then we've got to extend our platform a little bit. One of these should be dirt. There it is. We've got some dirt. We're going to extend the platform for the tower. And, yeah, this stuff's in the way. Let's make sure we get our cha-cha saplings from this thing. I need some cha-cha sapling reminders, peeps, because we lost our jungle saplings the other stream. And I feel kind of sad about that. Completely forgot to try and remind myself to remember. You know, and we lost all of our jungle saplings. I have to go all the way back to a jungle biome now if I want to grow a big tree, which sucks. I'll tell you what, trying to make sure you get every single log here is kind of tricky as well. We got a noise in the ear, a donation here from Welshmat85 again, saying, could you do a 5-finger Death Punch guitar cover on the other channel? I certainly could, but I'm not particularly a big fan of that band, and I don't... Like, I'm not really in... I play songs that get me fired up, right? I play songs that give me a buzz when I play them. Because I could play any old song, right? I could pick up and play something, I don't know, whatever, insert song here. But the way I approach playing guitar is that I want to have fun and enjoy it and get a buzz from the song that I'm playing. And so, because I'm not into that band, I don't know any of the songs, it's not something I would choose to play. I appreciate the suggestion and that you want to see it, but I can only do what I can do, you know what I mean? So thank you for your donation, buddy. Also, State5 Farm Jake 19 is here, subscribing. Thank you, State Farm Jake, for your subscription. Greatly appreciated. I've been struggling with my guitar a little bit recently. I've been talking about it in streams, doing my very best to try and get myself back into it every time, but I'm sort of stuck in a loop of playing the same songs. And anyway, there's a tuning for guitar known as drop C, or sometimes C sharp. Like, there's this range on the guitar that quite a lot of bands that I really like play in. And I've been sort of meaning to get a guitar. In fact, I've got a 7-string guitar I was going to put in that tuning that I have been repainting. And I've just gone the longest time with this tuning in the back of my mind. There are so many sort of metalcore mid-2000s bands that play with it. And then last night I was watching this video, popped up in my like recommended, of like the 2000s deathcore scene, right, and all these riffs that you remember from it. And I was watching it, and then I started looking up the riffs because I knew loads of them, and they're all playing in this drop C, and I'm like, geez, this is what I need to get me back into like playing guitar. Is you need to find some new songs. Once you played the same songs over and over again, they lose their spark a little bit. Need some new songs. I need to get like a guitar and put it in drop C basically, and then there'll just be an absolute endless amount of fun songs to learn. Drop C is common in post-hardcore, says Prop2154 Green. Yeah, and a lot of the bands that I'm thinking of have post-hardcore things about them, like Enter Shikari are a band that played in drop C. I wonder why though. It's an interesting tuning. I mean, gives you a little bit more low range, but you got standard drop D is pretty obvious. You drop it to get the power chords. Then you got bands that play down half a step just to sound a little, you know, like, why land on that one is what I wonder. UE says, hey X, any tips for small upcoming Minecraft channels? I run, but I'm struggling. I was wondering if you had any. If you mean struggling by struggling to grow, then you know, I could give you some tips. But like, my thing would be like, are you having fun? Make sure you're having fun. Don't be making videos if it's not fun. You know, thinking, oh, I want to grow, because growing ain't fun if you don't enjoy what you do. But with that said, generally in Minecraft, like, you gotta find a niche. You gotta, and anything you do on YouTube, you just gotta find something that you know, no one else is doing really. And that might sound like an impossible task, but it's pretty much it. You just gotta find the niche. You gotta find the thing where people, you know, by chance tune in, watch it, and then they're like, oh, this is something I'm interested in. I can't get this anywhere else. So. A recent example, there's been loads, because I've been doing the Minecraft thing for 7 years or so. There's been loads of channels that you've seen pop up and you know, find a niche. One of them recently was Pixel Riffs with his chunk builds, where you build inside of a chunk. You find a little idea, a little spark like that will grab players' interests. You know, you can kind of capitalize on that. And grow your channel with it when you're the person making the, you know, whatever type buildings. Frog Leap Studios says Slacker Cubed. Africa. I happened to be watching that video just the other day. I don't know what that's relevant to what we're talking about, but there you go. How do you plan your Hermitcraft episodes, says TinyGPlay? Generally, as I get ideas and inspiration, I write down what those things are. And then when it comes to making an episode, I look at my list and I order some of the things that I want to do. So I keep track of what's intriguing me in the game and keeping me excited and interested. And then I use that list to, you know, plan out an episode, I guess. How big is this thing going to be? Is it going to be a square tower? Kind of looks like it might end up being. Also, I got no idea like what's going to go in this tower. We just built it. I actually kind of think, now that I look at it, this section here is probably a little bit too big, bit much. I think maybe. Also, do I want to build a tower, or do I want to emulate the roof we've already built again? I think we'll emulate the same roof, but we'll have it higher up. Actually, I've got a really cool idea for the roof now in my head. Skyrick is here with a donation saying, hey, I speak French and my understanding English is not so good, but what are your plans for this season? My plans for this season are to focus on having fun and doing things that are essentially a sidestep from the old, I don't know, maximum efficiency farms and stuff like that. I want to start looking at the fun way to do things, you know, to get a little bit creative with some of our ideas. Let's make this thing 3 wide with a trim of the andesite, right? So it would end up here, and that would be our cutoff point, because I feel like this section is actually a little bit too big. So, Sky, thank you so much for your donation. It's appreciated. Yeah, that's generally my plans. Like, I'm also playing decentralized. I am also planning on making a deck building, playable deck building sort of card battle game at some point in the season with Redstone. And also, I'm building a Guardian Temple sort of base. Now, I want to be decentralized with my projects and build all around the Hermitcraft districts. But I do at the same time want to have like a place to call home, so that's what that's going to be. I need that dirt back again, don't I? Need to get that dirt back. So we also got more noises in the ear. Jake Z ACB has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Jake, thank you for your subscription. We also got Slacker Cube subscribing, and The Wolf subscribing with Amazon Prime. So thank you, greatly appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying today's live stream here on the twitch.tv/theassumer. And we will continue to build up this area. So we're going to make that thing there smaller, and that's going to be where that is now. Cool. Welsh Matt 85 is here with a donation, again saying, I'm a left-handed guitar player. You are a sick guitarist. Ever considered doing solos as well as riffs? I can play a few solos, sort of. My problem is I can't spend all day playing guitar, and I have dyspraxia, which means that playing guitar is painful because the muscles in my hands, my fine motor skills, to word it correctly, are pretty poor. So it requires a lot of practice and energy. It requires about 2 hours of solid practice every day to kind of maintain my ability, to give you a perspective. And that's about as much as I can squeeze. Sometimes I can't even get that kind of time together because I do this full time and I have to look after the house and do other things as well. So it's really like, it's a real, like, I have to be organised, I have to be efficient with my time to make sure that I get in some proper guitar practice, and it's really tough, but I really do enjoy it at the same time. So I do play solos. I've uploaded one to my other channel, and there's a few, like, the problem is, in order for me to play a solo, I need to, like, practice it constantly, and I have this problem with solos that I don't have with riffs, which is, the more I practice the solo, the worse I get at it, and that sounds strange, but it's true. There's Rendog. If I practice, I'm going to say, stream says hi. There we go. If I practice like a riff and I get it down and I keep going, I get better at it and then I can play it. If I practice a solo, I will play it better the first couple of times than I will the 6th or 7th. So I would have to essentially reset my brain and play the solo again day by day. And the problem is, trying to find that consistency. So when I do practice solos and lead guitar, it's such a slow horse. Like, it took me years to learn to play the 5th guitar solo by Genesis all the way through. Like, it's such a, oh jeez, I was holding down shift. It's such a slow process that I essentially just, I do it every now and then when I'm interested, but I can't get good enough to like properly hold down like a guitar solo, unfortunately. X, how much detail do you go in testing build ideas in Creative World, like block palettes? Do you actually build, let's say, a house and copy a block, or do you just try out general concepts as Ninja Shade? Basically a mix. Most of the time I generally get 90% or 80% of what I want to build figured out before I start building it on Hermitcraft. In this case, pretty much, yeah, about 90% of that build was done. With exception to the interiors, which I'm going to do probably without any pre-planning or preparation. But it depends. Sometimes I can go into a build with not needing a lot, and usually that's when I'm doing interiors. If I'm doing some interior decorating, I've dug an underground cave, we need to make it look interesting or whatever, I probably will just build that sort of on the fly, I guess. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to fill that up because it's going to start again right here. So that is going to be a roof. How do the Canadians say it? Or how does is it BOO says a roof? They call it a roof. It cracks me up. Got a roof over here. Dudes, this is going to look cool. So I've got two ideas in my head. One is to take this and rotate it on each side of our little tower section here. The other is to build some sort of section or segment down at the bottom on the three sides, because it's just going to be plain gravel all the way across, which I think will end up looking ugly. So we need to do something about that, you know. Let's drink some more tea, and let's read more noises in the ear. Sass9602 has gifted a sub to Dear Shemi. Well, Sass, thank you for being so generous and gifting a sub to Dear Shemi. Appreciate it, Dear Shemi. Thank you for tuning in. And also, Cuplex is in chat saying, what a turtle farm. Why is he farming his family? Jeez. Cuplex, I got your message, by the way, and I won't have the time at all for the next week or so to check it out. I'm also not particularly interested in modded right now. I'm sort of just focusing my energy on Hermitcraft at the moment. So we've got a donation here, noise in the ear from State Farm Jake 19 saying, hey X, just tuned into the stream. What are you building? I love watching your streams on the second channel. Keep up the good work on the Hermitcraft server. Thank you for the nice message, buddy. We are building our turtle farm up. So for those of you tuning in, this is, do you know what, I'm now looking at this little overhang thing, and I'm thinking it should be level with that side there. We'll figure that out when we go look at it from another angle. This is the turtle farm. The turtle farm is this part of the build. Everything else around it is just a shell. Let's go and look at it from a distance. We're approaching 2,000 peeps, by the way, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button. Oh, shameless plug. Shameless plug. While we're at the shameless plugs, while you're hitting the follow button, geez, if you haven't done so already, you can join my Discord server, discord.gg/Asuma. It's a friendly community full of like-minded people that you'll probably get along with. I don't know. If you want to come join us, then you're more than welcome to. So I believe that should actually be pushed out by one block, and I even think that that would make more sense to come out by one. But I kind of wanted to keep what we've got going on. Maybe that would look good as bone blocks. Yeah, I actually think we should bring that out, make it bone blocks. Oh, they're not bone blocks, but you know what I mean. This is going to work. I got a feeling. Also, I think we need to make this thing taller, right? And we need to mix it with andesite. So before we get too heavy into building this, we need to mix it with andesite. But yeah, I think we're getting there. We've got a few more things to figure out. Let's go ahead and rip out some more gravel because we're going to need it. Yes, there is a gravel patch right here. Which is very convenient for me because it's where I'm building, obviously. This cobblestone, what is that? Oh, that's our little step up right there. It's our little... Fungal Bones, says Real Wormbo. I like that name. We'll call them Fungal Bones. Fungal Bones, Fungal Bones. Doesn't sound very pleasant. Kind of sounds like a tropical disease. Why is it a song? Oh, we don't know why. Fungal Bones, does whatever Fungal Bones do. What do Fungal Bones do, peeps? Do they just fungal up your bonage? I don't know. Fungal Bones. I just like that word. Right. I'll continue filling in what that hole is eventually. Let's get back on track. Ayush Munda says you're going to get a remix. Jeez, not a remix. Sneaky Girl MC is here. Subscribing, Sneaky Girl MC. Thank you for your subscription. Also, Plop Fox has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Well, thank you for your Prime subscription. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. I keep talking like this. Beginning of sentence. High pitch. Do you like it? Probably not. Right, that's it. I'm done. Okay? I got that out of my system. Let's go find those fungal blocks. Fungal blocks. Fungal blocks. Does whatever fungal blocks do. Sits around. Doesn't move. Fungal blocks. Fungal blocks. Oh, what is this? What happens? What happens when we stream? Weirdness. Total and utter weirdness. I like it. So we've got a donation here, noise in the ear, from Welshmat85, saying, I struggled at the beginning as I'm a lefty and couldn't find a left-handed teacher, so I had to learn from a righty, and flip was hard to learn solos, and hope your hand condition gets better. It kind of sounds... Oh, by the way, my hand condition can't get better. It's just a genetic thing. Like, I just have it. Like, I used to do therapy for it when I was a kid, and it really doesn't help much at all, the therapy. Very minimal help. And being a kid, probably a bit undisciplined, you know, didn't really take it too seriously. But as an adult, doing stretches and warm-ups for my guitar and doing some similar things again, I kind of know that it doesn't, unfortunately it doesn't help a lot. It's just something, you know, that you are what you are, right? Like, it doesn't, it's not a big deal really. It's just, it is what it is. I get on with it. Yeah, so it's not something that gets better. It's just the muscles in my hands and my fine motor skills will always just be on the weak side. And that's cool, that's fine, you know, I'm happy. It's alright, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so when you say that you're struggling to be taught as a lefty, I'm now worried that you're playing like a right-handed guitar left-handed, because if you have a left-handed guitar and you play left-handed, everything should be the same. Like, yes, it's not on the same way around, but the fretboard layout, I guess maybe sometimes the way the fretboard is presented, you're looking at it left to right, like you look across to your left to see the fretboard. This is one of the things as well, like, in my mind, if I were to choose which way left or right was, I would swap it, because as a right-handed guitar player, I feel like I define my playing by my fingers that move around the fretboard. That feels like the key hand that you should be saying, you know, this is my left hand doing stuff. Anyway, like, I mean, I don't really know from experience or anything, but in my mind, it seems a bit odd that it would be hard to learn as a lefty. That doesn't sound right, because you're essentially doing the same thing, but it's flipped. And you shouldn't need to flip it to read tablature, right? Unless I'm really not getting it right in my head. Tablature shouldn't require flipping in order to be read if you're playing it left-handed. It's literally the same thing. You're just doing it with your other hand. Repo Dragon says, okay, anyone a nurse or in the medical career, X's medical forms based off of his ailment. Come on now, jeez. Come on now, trying to stalk. Goodness me. Welsh Matt, thank you again for your donation, man. Appreciate it. Sphinx is here, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying, keep up the good derp. I will try and keep up the good derp, but unfortunately, my friend, there's been no derpage today. I know you're sad. I know you're sad that there's been no derpage, but I don't know what it is. Just, we're on a roll lately. Just no derps. 0 derps this stream. 0 derps the last stream I'm in. Something's definitely not going to jinx it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's not how jinxing works. Right. If I... No, this is not going to work unless I put a block there. That's the simplest way of doing this. Okay, there we go. I think this is a good way to continue this little modern intersection through the build as well, because we know it kind of looks alright, and then we're just repeating it essentially. So here we go again. We've got to design, yeah, we've got to design the little thing that's going to go on either side, and then we're good. Scrolls is here with a donation saying, hey Asuma, I just got back into MC and building. Specifically, any tips? I mean, if you're getting into it, getting back into it, and you're building, I mean, the thing with building, I've always said, is it's about trying and being proactive when you try. if you just look at a blank space and don't see anything to build it, and then you end there and you go, I don't know how to build, then you're missing the fundamentals of building. You know, you got to start by doing something, and if what you build looks terrible, then it's a great way to start, because now you can do it again and build something that looks less terrible, right? You know, the roof's too flat. Don't build a flat roof. Like, you've got to be proactive. And people who are good at building, some people will obviously come to it naturally, but in most cases, people who like try and pick up tips and learn things will become the better builders, so to speak. So let's take someone like Scar, for example. Obviously got a real knack for building, but if you listen to him talk about how to build, he's happy to give away tips and stuff, but you can tell that some of his tips come from trial and error. And one of those things that he was talking about was veins. When you're making random block pallets, to throw in some veins rather than keep it all separated, and it looks nicer, and that comes from experience. So the act of trying to build and engaging yourself with it is an important part of learning. Anyway, that was a waffle. Hopefully that was helpful. It might not be helpful. I did my best. I did my best that I could. Let's take this block here, and let's just make a diagonal across the room so we can see where we're going to. I think we might actually make the entrance over here, because we're going to have a big tower, go in through the entrance, and then this bit right here on the side, I think I might actually leave these windows in. Yeah, thinking out loud a lot, aren't I? Scrolls, thank you for your donation. Welsh Matt 85's here with another donation saying, no, low, like when I would watch my teacher play, I found it hard to copy in reading tabs. Oh, reading tabs is easier than looking at someone play right. Ah, got you, buddy. Got you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because then you got to do the mental flippage, which is probably going to be tricky. I see. That's what I wasn't thinking of then. Yeah, if you're learning from a righty, you got to flip everything that you're looking at. But when you read a tab, it's all just automatically in the way that you play it. Well, thank you for your donation, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, I'm glad that reading tabs is easy then, because that's how I actually learned to play. I didn't really learn. So when I first learned to play guitar, right, what am I doing here? Brain, talking about other stuff. I even opened this chest a second ago and was just like, what am I looking for? We're going to have to chop down that tree, ain't we? We're going to have to chop it down. Sorry, tree. Sorry, tree. I know you're putting oxygen in the environment and all of that, but we need to chop you down, and then we need to turn you into paper to wipe our bums with. Take that, tree. Take that, tree. With all your oxygen goodness. I'm going to use you to wipe our bums now. It's technically true, isn't it? It's technically true. The things that let us breathe, we just use to wipe our ass. That's kind of grim. That's kind of grim, I think. That was a strange tangent. Oh. Yeah, so I taught myself to play guitar by reading tabs. Wasn't interested in any books or any form of this is how you're supposed to play. And then until I started to take it more seriously, which was recently, just last year, I decided to pick it up again and take it very seriously. Then I was all about looking at video tutorials, reading about, you know, proper technique for playing, posture, all these things. I took all of that on board. Platinum Jewel says deep thoughts. Deep thoughts. But in Minecraft, paper is made from sugarcane, says Val. Val! Shut up! Okay? There's nothing wrong with what I just said a second ago. Stop pointing out that I'm wrong. Here we go. Oh, I'm literally literally standing on the other ones that are stopping these leaves from decaying. So I think that's most of it, right? Kind of looks like maybe there's one hidden back here. I think that's most of it. So we got a subscription from Dante's Quinox. Dante's Quinox. I've probably butchered that one. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I appreciate your subscription. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. We also got a donation here. Noise in the ear from Scrolls. Scrolls is saying, it's saying something, but I'm now looking in this chest. I really need to free up some more inventory space right about now. Let's grab that one. Chuck a couple of items in here. There we go. Scrolls is here saying, I made my first build a long time ago and tonight, and I think it turned out good. Would you maybe look at it off stream? If not, no worries, just asking. Yeah, I will check that out, Scrolls. Thank you for your donation, man. Appreciate it. I'll check it out after I've streamed, if I remember. I intend on remembering, but my memory can be terrible. But I'll have a little check out and look at that for sure. Alright, that's going to be... That's not the corner, is it? Hang on. Is this an even width build? It shouldn't. No, it's odd width. So if that's in that corner... Oh, am I just... I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. A literal idiot. Did a cha-cha sapling just drop? Oh, I guess there were some cha-cha saplings laying around. There isn't a log there. Weird. That confused me. Okay, so it turns out this is actually in the right place. Wonderful. So now what we've got to do is fill out our platform all the way over to here. And I am just wondering, like, our build is sitting at one height. What if this tower also went lower down into the ground and you entered from a little bit lower and went up a staircase into this space? That could be kind of awesome, I think. The Real Edward is here subscribing. The Real Edward, thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate it. Also, Tank2001 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you to the both of you for your subscriptions. And another Prime, it's Gartho12 for 10 months in a row saying, yay, 10 month. I'm loving this build. It's such an odd palette, but it works so well. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I actually really like that. Odd palette, but works well. That makes me happy, because that's what I felt when I started building this stuff. I was like, this is strange, but it works. It works. And I think we've done the right thing here with how we've put this little bit together. Anyway, progress is kind of slow, right? I'm waffling a lot. I'm umming and ahhing about what to do. I mean, that's just the thing that's going to happen here. We really need to focus on getting our side section put together. So let's go and put these into position so we get a rough feeling for where that corner of the build is going to be. It's going to be there. That much is obvious. Yeah, so... Like, should the tower drop down into this space? I feel like that could look really odd. Peeps, I'm not asking for a yes and no. If you got some like insightful feedback for me, then feel free to drop a message in chat. I'm thinking we need to think this through, right? Buildings are usually on a level surface, so what happens when a part of a building is actually rising up from below and the rest of it is higher up? What's that going to do? What is that going to do? We need to think it through. We also got more noises in the ear. Actually, just the one, isn't it? 4Mr_E has resubscribed for 2 months in a row, saying amazing streams. X, love ya. Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it, and thank you for the kind message. Glad you're enjoying the streams. That's wonderful. Right. We've got 3 blocks on that side and 2 there, right? Yep, that's 2. Let's put down some markers. So we're probably looking at like a 5-wide space. This could potentially be an entrance as well. V-Volt says, I think it should drop down, but terraform it nicely. Form the terrain around the tower, says Platinum Jewel. Maybe build a cool water tube to get in the build. Oh, that's a cool idea. I think a tower down would make the building look more grand. It's going to look great if you make it look supported. Height is great for builds. The tower could be at a different time than the rest of the building, hence the difference in height. Oh, I see. Like, you give it a different texture so it looks like it was built at a different time. Generally, the comments seem pretty possible. Yeah, it seems pretty possible. Did I say pretty positive about it? Station says, never picked you for a metalhead. You like Behemoth. I love Behemoth. They're awesome. I actually kind of like their old original records when they were like a black metal band. And obviously I love like how they've evolved over time, but those are the records I'm more familiar with. And then the Satanist is just, wow, one heck of a record. I think I listened to a fair bit of Demigod as well. But admittedly, they're not like a band I'm terribly familiar with. I also was trying to learn to play one of their songs on guitar on my 8-string, and I kind of got the hang of it. Then I just fell out of the habit of playing it. Right, so we're gonna. Oh, this is tricky. I don't know where to start here. Like you can tell I'm running around, right? Just not really focusing. We have. Let's get in the beds. Jeez, another distraction. Add buttresses to make the lower tower look reinforced. What are buttresses? I keep hearing that word when people talk about building. Smooth stone is in creative vanilla, but there's no survival recipe, says Soddy. We added one using data pack. So this thing is gonna. I think I need more gravel around here to begin with. Right. So if I use a little bit of that as a reference to where we've built with this stuff before, we know that we can indent that. Okay, now what that doesn't do is it doesn't add any shape that comes off of the gravel. I don't want to use any of this clay. This stuff's going to stay where it was, so maybe along... Oh, that's wrong. Alongside that, we have... I don't know what I'm building. I think I need more of an idea. Are we building a window? I think I'm trying to build an entrance. Eye brakes is hard-coded. We probably need one of those. Apparently I missed it 15 minutes ago. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's just take a moment to look away from the screen. That's right. I don't mean tune out. Jeez, I just mean look away. Look off into the distance. Look at something that isn't a bright light of information shining into your brain. Jeez, I don't know. It's the eye break time. What we do is we just take a moment to look away from the screen. The doctors, they say that every hour you should take 5 minutes away from looking at a screen, because it's bad for your eyes. Alright, now I'm not going to take 5 minutes. That's my little eye break. What was that, 30 seconds? Jeez, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Yellow Harrow says a lot of old buildings have towers or parts that come down lower than the main fundament of the rest. Personally, I like the look of it because it makes it feel and look like the building was made to fit with the terrain. Alright, so that sounds like a good idea to do that then. Do you use a blue light filter, says Cinemono. Well, I got the impression that you use them in the evening, so I have one that turns on at like 8:30 at night, but maybe I should start using it in the day. Who knows? Let's grab. We're not going to need that. Grab that as well. Apparently I'm really bad at jumping. I have lost the ability to sprint. Blue light filters are always good, says Wikipedia. I could just leave it on permanently, I guess. Although Cinemondo says, oh, it's not an evening for X, forgot. So maybe it is an evening thing, who knows? Someone out there knows. Yeah, this is not the sort of thing I'm particularly good at right now. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to do. I just want something to break up the. Well, let's actually say we're building an entrance, right? Because that's what it's going to be used for on either side. It's going to be an entrance. Let's go with that there. So that's got to be 1 block higher. Okay, so maybe that's then where we put this. Nothing worse than like doing a simple jump and somehow missing it. Ah, well, that somehow managed to go in the wrong spot. So what was it? It was that, then the stairs, then that, then the stairs again. I mean, it's all right. It's basically all right. So maybe then we need some detail in the depth of this thing. So I just do not have a good way of getting around here, do I? So where would we be looking at? It'd be there, wouldn't it? Okay, and where are we going to put gravel? For Shade says, this is great. It's 2 AM where I am, but it's probably near noon for you. Haha. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here. What music is playing? I love it, says I'm made of jam. We're listening to Crinkles. We need more hotbar space, clearly. Like, every time I move something around in my hotbar, it's just like, eh, now I need it back. Alright, now what I want to do is bring out the front again, like that. Have one of those, have that there. Okay, now let's bring in the gravel. So we can get an idea of what it looks like in the middle of a gravel wall. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about it at all. Stone bricks just ain't... Like, we used the stone bricks in a couple of places and it snuck in. That's not the texture. That's not the texture that we want. I also think this tower is going to need some sort of breaking up texture as well, where every now and then you have like a solid block in the wall. This is also... depends where you're looking at. I guess we could look at that like it's a 5 wide section. It needs something every now and then, and I think the best thing we've probably got is polished andesite for what I'm thinking of. Cobblestone walls, says Stu. Stu, that's a great idea actually. Cobblestone walls might actually provide something. Where are we going? Yeah, it's not a block of cobblestone in my inventory. There was cobblestone in there. Yeah, there it is. And then I need smooth stone, just one, for now. So yeah, I reckon it might be... that block might actually work. Yeah, this didn't work. Let's pinch that. And again, the amount of inventory management constantly. So let's say we look at this like they're panels of 5 by 5, right? In the middle, we're going to throw in that with a button on top of it to try and break up this gravel texture. And that going up again and again. Okay, so it sort of looks alright. I'm not sure about that button actually. It's a bit sparse for the button. So would it be that one there? It would. So on this side, what if it was just something like that? That probably looks nicer. I think it's the button. I think it's just the button. It just looks awful. I'm not sure which side I like more. I think I actually like that one. So we'll try and avoid using this block. Even with the button on it, it's not really going to do much. Try raw andesite block, says Japedia. Raw andesite block is already part of the palette. It's going to be part of the gravel. Mix in with it. It's this entrance here, man, it is just... I don't think we can use this block. We need another block. And we can't stray too far from our palette. I mean, should I use these ones again? I don't think so. People are suggesting diorite and andesite. Dear Shemi, we'll try a little bit of andesite then. Polished. There's not a lot of flex to make much shape. Let's grab half of that, polish it. Now it's going to look kind of structural. Let's take all of this down. Gravel will come down with it. People are saying dead coral. Interesting. Concrete powder. There's a good suggestion. Problem is, when it's plain, it is very, very plain. So that is unfortunately... do you know what? If we didn't go for something curved and detailed, it would probably look alright. Let's knock those there. This is actually really nice, this texture. Very industrial. Very simple. And do you know what? I think I like that. I think that's just very plain, straightforward, big opening. But it does mean that the entrance to this area is going to just be literally an opening. So I guess the question then would be, like, do we want to put something here that makes it look like there's some sort of door? Probably not, really. Just probably have it open, which isn't. The texture doesn't really mix with the green, says Professor Dr. Bug. You got a problem. We've got to look at the green as well. Gravity door, says John. Yes, but if you think about the textures that you have available, I guess maybe brown concrete or something like that might work. You should use mushrooms so there is some consistency. Well, we're trying to make the mushroom bit act as an extension to all of this over here. That was essentially my thinking. You could just with normal bricks, says Lord Salamat. I'm not sure that texture will really go in very well. Maybe we could just use the dark green. You see, all that we're doing right now, this trial and error, it may seem just a little bit slow and methodical. Now, a better builder would probably go straight to the end product, right? They'd have experience, they would know what they're doing. But what I was talking about earlier is the fact that we're trying stuff allows us to learn. So now we're learning that we've introduced another colour and it kind of throws you off a little bit. So that looks better, but it doesn't have the right sort of texture in my mind. And if we were to add something like trapdoors or something wooden, there's a texture we haven't thought about at all. Using any strip logs. Those all look too soft though. Bone blocks could pop in and blend in. No, I'm not so sure. What about mossy cobble? Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, someone did say use cobblestone. Hey, what about cobblestone? Jeez. The most overlooked block in the game sometimes, probably. I mean, it's got all the shape blocks with it, right? If you want to add shape. I mean, that's going to look great next to the gravel. Yeah, that's probably the best we've gotten so far. Right, so now let's go find some blocks that throw in a little bit more detail. Somewhere around here I do have mossy cobble, I know it. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Believe me, peeps. It'll be in one of these chests. That one, probably. Nope, wrong. Try again. Nope, wrong. Try again. There it is. There it is. 49 of them. Okay, let's throw away some of our stone bricks then, because we're probably not going to mess with those too much. And then we need to craft some shapes out of the cobble. Just to begin with. So at the base here, let's throw in that. That's kind of nice. Okay, I'm feeling this. I think we're going somewhere here. Let's put those like that. And then above them, yeah, we're going to start here with some stairs. And then we'll need something on top of those as well. I feel like that's it. I really do feel like cobblestone is probably the way to go. How long did it take us to get to cobblestone, you know? Also, do we need more cobblestone wallage action in here? Oh. Like, you could have a... what do they call it? Nah, maybe that wouldn't work, actually. I was thinking the cobblestone walls could potentially look like a bit of a... like a push up and down gate with the pistons, but I don't think that'll work. Right, I feel like somewhere up there we need to put a mossy block. Then we need to get on top and add a bit more this and that, you know. Okay, so I think we'll do that and those. But then behind it, no, that'll actually probably take away. You need the background to be different in order to make the shape of this. I think that there might work. The top looks a little bit thick, is what I'm thinking. But it's kind of okay. Is that any better? I feel like that looks okay. Or maybe it shouldn't be that shapely. Maybe it should be a bit more square. Anyway, I think we've established that cobblestone is the block that works. So let's not get too hung up on the details there, because a lot of what we're building is just going to get torn out again. I think it's time for us to gather our gravel and our andesite and start working on these walls. So that's andesite that we're going to need. Is there more at the top? There is. That's some gravel. We're going to need that. There's more gravel and there's more andesite if we need it. Okay, where are we going over here? Still got lots of gravel, that's good. Okay, so this thing is going to go with the land here. I think this side, you're good to have this terraformed, so it'll be level... or maybe it should be a little bit lower. Actually, I kind of feel like that should all be 2 blocks lower. Yeah, no, I'm getting a serious vibe for making that 2 blocks lower. I have no cobblestone, I just put all my cobblestone away. Jeez. No, let's take that again. We're getting there, peeps. We're slowly getting there. Right, so we're literally going to make this all level with where I am right now. Let's double check that by doing an experiment. Yep, so we found the corner. Okay, so on this side it's going to be this kind of level. Fill this in all the way across. Getting stuck underneath. Right, that is that corner. Then it extends in this direction. Now this is where it will probably flow with the land. So let's actually take back those blocks. It's going to go pretty much like this. Down the side of the land here. To wherever it goes next. Let's grab that and tear out some of this. It could be that we keep that at the same height as well and have a little step leading up to it. That'd certainly make it look a lot more grand. So over on this side, that's roughly how it's going to be. This is going to be the base of the build. We'll figure out what happens with that bit at some point. Yeah. By the way, I'm really far behind on streams because I've just got sucked into the building process here. Someone says, yes, grey concrete powder or dead coral. I don't think they're going to fit in with what we're doing here. I really don't. I think they're more for the ground to throw in those kind of textures. we're building a structure, remember, right? So when you build a path, you kind of want to show the chaos of people walking over it by using lots of different textures. When you're building something like we are, let's actually use cobble for this next bit. That is somehow not cobble. When you're building a structure like we are, you're looking for form, right? You're looking for something that shows that structure. So a lot of different textures might not really do that for you. It might have the opposite effect. Right, now, I'm pretty much going to tear all of this out now. It's going to be the easiest way to do it, and then build it back up again. We've also got to figure out where that block goes and how often. And build it all up again with our new textures. Well, a new texture. Let's just leave that much in for now. Pick all of that up. Sweet. And go grab those blocks again, because we're going to use those every so often. So let's actually start with that then. This is it right here. We have our 1, 2 blocks. Bam. I think we'll put 2 blocks in between each time. One there. Let's go as high as that for now. Sweet. So these noises in my ear that I am terribly behind on and not actually reading, even though I should be. Cypher Ralph 83 has subscribed. Thank you for your subscription. We also have Expired Dominus subscribing as well with Amazon Prime and a Zakaro. No, Ozaraka. Jeez, I cannot say these names. 78. I'm going to call you 78. Thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. Jeez, I'm absolutely butchering this. This is horrendous. And Oshkosh. Now that one I definitely said right. Oshkosh, thank you so much for your subscription. Appreciate using the Amazon Prime on me, peeps. If you're not aware, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can use it to subscribe to someone here on Twitch, even a derp like me who can't say names properly. Now, it's night time. That means I've got to drop down, which is annoying because we just started building the tower up. Jeez. Just started building it up. Luke says, loving the new season. That's great. Glad you're loving it. We also got more subscribes in my ear now. It's Kairos Skiller. Or Kairos Killer. It's probably Kairos Killer. Jeez, thank you for subscribing. And Overlord Ken has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. Your support is greatly appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, so there seems to be a bit of like a uniform pattern appearing there that I don't like. Let's go. Yes, the relation of andesite to the other block, its frequency of appearance could be an issue. So let's note where that one is and do these next ones in totally different spots. Like, not there, jeez. Like about here. Okay, and then we'll put one there. And then here, I think. Okay, that's looking alright. This thing needs some more blocks, doesn't it? Clearly needs some more blocks. Alright, let's step back. Yep, that's starting to look good. It blends in, doesn't it? It blends in very well. It's a nice find, those two textures together. Jolkip says, I think the wall would look better if it was mainly andesite with the occasional gravel thrown in instead of the other way around. I'm not so sure, man. I think when you look at it close up, maybe, because the granite looks a bit more stony. But I think from a distance, the overall tone of the gravel is the colour that we're looking for. It looks really kind of old, this building now, doesn't it? Looks very old. Let's start building it up on this side over here then. So we haven't put any anything really over here. Let's tear out that and tear out some of these. Start again from near the bottom. Okay, that'll do me. And what's the other thing I'm thinking? Got some other thoughts here. Oh yes. So we've got that block going up. I wonder how often that's going to repeat. So this is 5, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 5 again. So maybe that starts happening at the top here, going up. It won't go up for much further. So we should probably have it going in 3 sections across the side here. So this is the center of one. I'm going to go... Oh, we've got to make sure we get this right. Wait, where's my gravel gone? Somehow managed to remove gravel from my hotbar. Okay, it is at this height here. So it would be 1, 2, and that block... No, literally this block here would be it, right? 1, 2, put the next one there, and it is level, yes, with the other one. Cool. So we know where that starts. Let's go make loads more of those and make sure we do it properly. X, can you go prank Mambo now, says Ethan Swan. Ethan, I'm sorry you missed it. We pranked Mambo at the beginning of the stream, like we always do. Scrolls TV says, I know this is a thinking a little down the line, but maybe add some type of waterfall near the archway. Just an idea. When we get to developing the train around the outside, we will definitely consider any form of something or other that makes it all look interesting. Features like that for sure. Okay, now I don't think we're going to need so much dirt anymore, so let's put our dirt back. I'm going to put grass in here as well. Probably don't need these kind of blocks for the meantime. Where are we going over here? Okay, 24 of those. That'll do me fine for now. What's he cobbling the walls? Says Alex. No, we're gonna stick to these 2 textures, and I think that'll work just fine. I need to put one of those there, don't I? Right? Yep, that's correct. Iscal's joined. Iscal is AFK. That will update. There you go, see it updated. It'll update. Right. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, then another 1, 2, and it would be there. Okay. So it's still 2 blocks in between. So 1, 2, 1, 2 between, right? 4 blocks between. So it is going to be in this column here. And obviously the problem is that this one's already started. So 1, 2, it's going to be there. And then 1, 2. So no. There you go. Looking pretty good. Chris J says he's working on the turtle farm, it looks like. Well, we're not working on the turtle farm as such. We're working on the building of the turtle farm, right? The turtle farm building. Also, look, there's a little bit of water coming out over the side there, just like suggested. Let's put one of those here. And one there as well. Right, this is going to look good. I'll tell you, peeps. It's taken us a while to figure out the details, but it's going to look good. I mean, building is a slow process for me. I hope you all been enjoying it, because I enjoy it. I'm just a little bit worried that it might be a bit too tedious for some. But hey, we're really getting there now. Oh, I should be a little bit careful how fast I build this bit. Somewhere around here we need to have... Yeah, like if I do that straight away. In fact, I should really just pillar up and do those straight away, right? So that one's ready. Yeah, look. What did I just say? Getting carried away with it. Bam, did that wrong. Alright, so that one there's got 1. And we'll do the next one here. Let's go as high as that for now. Bam! Ow! My shins! My poor little shins! High up as that. The best turtle farm ever, says Oh Yeah Gaming. Oh, I'm glad you think so. That's cool. Archid says, X, try and make a conveyor belt coming out of those mushroom stems doors, which could fit the industrial theme. That's a good point. We could build some more mechanical props, right, as time goes by. Okay, right. This one, 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, bam. Double andesite, bam. Okay, there we go. A little bit of double andesite action for you peeps. You know, we put 2 together there. We don't ever put 2 together, but we did that time, just because. So we got a noise in the ear from DragonMate99 who is subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you for using your Prime subscription on me, buddy. I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the live stream today. The live stream actiono. Okay, now is that that's the edge of the wall, right? So this here needs to go, as would all of that, and anything else. Bam. X, do you have a beard? Says DZ. I shaved it off. It's hashtag sad face. I shaved it off. What a fool. What a buffoon. Why did I shave it off? I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay, so what are we doing here? Trying to figure out where the next one goes. 1, 2. It goes at that height there. 1, 2. Bam. So it's above that block. Cool. Right, up we go. Ow! Okay, there we are. One, 2. Bam. It looks like we're only going to get so far. I won't actually do any more of that then, because we need to be able to jump on that thing and do some more. Luke G184 is resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you for resubscribing, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the live stream today. Having a good time. Hanging out with us. As we do building and stuff. Jeez, we're doing building. Right. There we go. There's those. Man, this is going to be a humongous build. Sploot says, of everyone I follow, X is currently the most populated stream. It's probably because we're streaming at a not normal stream time, I guess, for most, perhaps. That's my theory. Okay, let's eat some fish. Asuma, you know you're very slowly building a mob spawner down there, says Hellbreath. Yes, you're right, but we keep changing the time, so we get away with it for now. Okay, there we are, up to this height. Wow. Let's do this one over here. Is it getting dark? Oops, did I just double that? I did. It is. Okay, eat some food, fall down. Repeat. Superfin, welcome to the chat. Rama Jihad says, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Chess says, was that with your face reveal on Asuma 2? Oh yeah, if you want to see my face reveal video, it's on my second channel. Shouldn't be hard to find. There's a thumbnail that says face reveal, you know. There's me in the thumbnail, there's a little thumbs up. People are always asking me for it. Jeez, I thought I'd let you know. Alright, next one would probably actually be the middle there, wouldn't it? So let's go ahead and slap a cobblestone block, which will be like the base. And then on top of that goes our little bit of wall. Let's actually put you there. Extend it over like so. And here's where I think... Put the cobblestone there? We can. Let's do it like that. Right, now. What are you level with? You are level with that. Good. I've gone a little bit too high, haven't I? Well, that's cool. We'll come back down. Hey X, I really like your face, man. You should get a face cam, says Gpedia. I do have a face cam. We're not using it today because we used it last stream. So that's the thing. Right, well now we got this bit here to do. This bit's going to be super interesting. In fact, I'm going to let it drop first of all. I'm going to let it drop because we're going to mine most of this back up, as you've seen we've been doing. Now, I want to keep this window here. So this will probably be part of a structured, raised up part right here. But I still think we should just drop that down there a little bit. We'll build it up from... Well, actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense to build that part up, actually. This will start up here. The way I'm going to shape this wall, that will definitely probably be hidden. So that's the end of the wall area. We're building a dark room. Yes, we're building a mob spawner down here, that's for sure. Dan says, hi, X. Hi, Dan. Welcome to the stream. I don't have any torches to put down, so that's the thing. Rightio. Where are we next, then? So all of this has been put in place. We are now down here. So, oh, that's andesite. 2, 3, 4. That would be the next chiseled block. Actually, no, there would be an entrance here, wouldn't there? So that is not so. But anyway, we'll pretend that's not there for a second. And we'll go here. So that's your 1, 2. So that block there should be 1. Okay, then we have one at this height, which is consistent with the others. So that is also... Oh, it's actually the block behind, isn't it? No, so we won't build that up until we get a little bit higher up, I guess. Although if you're on the inside, you might notice. So let's actually go ahead and just put it here. 1, 2, bam, we'll have one there. Ah, yes, because we have that in the way. This is going to look odd on the inside. I'll figure this one out when I come to it, actually. I think we'll remove that for now. We might just leave it open. Right, let's continue building up this one here. Oh, and do you know what? If the entrance is down there, then there'll be a pillar here. I don't have gravel on my hotbar. X, how long are you planning on streaming, says Jack Owls. 2 hours is usually my deal. Did you reveal your name before? Don't need to know if you're real, but just wondering. Tiny G Play, I am indeed real, and I have indeed... Oh, this is gonna shock your mind. People do actually know my real name. Oh, goodness me, how could that be? Jeez, it's like I'm an actual person or something. Right, let's go and... Oh, is that the right height? Okay, there we go. Okay, and we're there. Am I the only one who likes the new textures, says B-Bra? No, you're not the only one. I also like them. I think they're great. In fact, it's just the game to me now. It's just these textures. I keep forgetting that I play with the texture pack. Cool. I'll tell you what. I guess we're building these things up here as well, right? So, ow, I fell. I fell. GG. X, wait, what happened to your face, says Jupedia? What do you mean, what happened to my face? Oh, you mean Turtle Man face. Oh, the Turtle Man is no more. I'm sorry. Hello, Asuma Void, says Merikadogo. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Serek says, hey, Asuma. Introducing my nephew to live streams with you. Loving it so far. Cool. Hello, nephew. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Should we just build this up? I mean, I've got the blocks. I've got the patience to do it as well. That's an essential component right there of building. A little bit of patience. I'm going to start with this corner over here. Also, before we actually do that, let's walk up here and just have a look, you know. What hosting site do you use to host Hermitcraft? I've been trying to use something to do an SMP like HC. We use CubedHost. If you check the video descriptions for a discount code, you can get 20% off of a CubedHost server. That's where we are hosted. So far, I'm liking it. I feel like I need to stand further back, but I reckon another set of these, and then the roof will start. And I really want to build the roof this stream, because I've got a really cool idea for how it's going to look. But the question is, can I do it in time? Stay tuned to find out. Started to sound like a little bit of a hook then, trying to keep you in. Let's put one there. Just keep changing it up every now and then. Very good. And we've reached the top. Man, my shins, my poor old shins, they're going to be done for after this stream, falling down all the time. By the way, we've got a new subscriber here with Amazon Prime. It is Arcadia Voice. Arcadia Voice, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Sparky Block says, I've been playing with the newest textures until 1.13, when Vines models turned into an untextured block. Anyone else found this? They changed the name of Vines and other stuff, so that's why it does that. It is a common problem. Let's put one about here, one over there. And we're at the top. Wonderful. X, how do we fix the vines? Says Ardy Nub. You have to rename the files to whatever they were renamed to. I think Mojang should do a better job of announcing those sort of changes. I ain't like the back and forth for snapshots has gone on. You know, they used to tell you everything in the snapshot and then people moaned, and then so they stopped telling you everything in the snapshot and people moaned. That's what people do, they moan. But I think when it comes to the technical stuff, they really should provide just a list of like, hey, we changed the name of these things. Because all they do is just create a pain in the butt for people that are using some sort of stuff that relies on it. And it means they've got to go around fishing out a bunch of stuff on how to fix it. It's just a pain. Like, I know this because I do the snapshot videos. It can be really hard to find some of that information sometimes. And it's always just shared by random people. And there's not like a centralized source for any of this. Even the wiki doesn't have a good handle on it. People are saying middle click. Why aren't you using middle click? Because I'm old. Okay, when I started playing Minecraft, there was only one button. And it made you move forward. And that was all you could do. You could just move forward, and we loved it, and it was amazing. Then they ruined the game by adding this feature where you move backwards. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, and don't get me started on the time they added the side to side. Oh, and you could look side to side. I said, that's it. They've ruined the view of the game. I like looking straight forward. Now I can turn to the left. Terrible. Terrible. Nobody write now, says, what are you building, peeps? Nobody write, please. Please don't write. Oh, that's some good water right there. Good refreshing water. Japedia says, oh, I remember the horror when you could punch things. Oh, don't get me started on the punching update. Goodness me. Okay, I think one was there and the other was one lower. Whoa, this is getting built up right here. This is getting built up. Oh, this bit's a little higher over here. Okay, is this all just? I think this bit is mostly gravel. This is what we need to tear down. Oh no, there is some andesite. Oh, but it doesn't have our little pillar things in yet. Eh, we'll leave it be for a second. Okay, now for the front side. Well, we don't know if we're building an entrance or not. I guess we probably are building an entrance. Do I want to change this at all? I feel like that's pretty good. I think what it needs, actually, I think I know what it needs. Let's go find out. Stay tuned to find out if X knows what it needs in this thrilling live stream of placing gravel and andesite over and over again. Oh, it never stops. Okay, what if we put that in, oh, with sound effects? Does it look better if we double it up? Oh, fell down. Ka-cha! Kabam! Right, there's my sound effects. It kind of gives it a bit more of like a mystic temple entrance vibe. which doesn't really suit it, so we're going to take those off. At the bottom it just kind of looks like some sort of support for the base. I think I'm actually going to go ahead here and put some cobblestone underneath that and around. I really need to sleep, don't I? Which looks a little bit better when it's got a bit of a base around it. Sound effects. I feel like I'm watching anime, says Vaga. Zabertor says, hey, I can't play on full screen because I get some annoying blinking. Oh, that's weird. Might be your refresh rate. Try iron blocks or quartz, says Surprise Tulpa. We don't have iron blocks might work, but we don't have that luxury yet. We're not that rich. Now's the time to tweak this if we're going to tweak it. It doesn't look very like tower entrancey, and I'm not sure how we would go about that. Looks a little bit better. Maybe we go back to this idea again. Where's my other slab then? Because I broke one of the slabs over here, right? Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Picked it back up. What if it were on the front side? So more shape here. That kind of looks okay. Let's make some more slabs. What I could also do is just build it again on the other side and mess around with it being a different shape rather than changing this one. Okay. Redstone lamp, says Cole. That's a nice texture of the old redstone lamp. Don't think I've got the resources for that yet. That's kind of got something going for it, I think. Anyway, we'll be able to mess around with this, and let's try something different down the bottom here. Hi X, I've been watching your content for about 5 to 6 years now. I think you've got a great personality, and I think that it's evident that in the amazing community you've built up. You're a great role model and a fantastic derp. Jeez, I love it. Vagrant Badger, thank you so much for the lovely message. I appreciate your kind words, and thank you for sticking around. 5 to 6 years, goodness me. That is a long time. Thank you so much for sticking around, buddy. I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the live stream. And I guess, yeah, and like a community is built up by... to an extent, whoever is at the helm of it. I guess in this case it is. But yeah, we have a wonderful community, especially like on our Patreon server and on our play.asumavoid.com server, which you can go on and play on for free. There's loads of lovely people on there building together and doing cool stuff. So if ever you're looking for a community to join, play.asumavoid.com, Minecraft 1.12. You can also go onto there and type /Hermitcraft and go check out the Season 5 world as well. There we go. Little bit of another plug. Jeez, it is what it is. Why did I walk back down here? I think I literally walked back down here to get more cobble. See, one of the things about streaming is it fills your brain with stuff. That's a button that I threw on the ground. And that's not always good because you're trying to focus on doing one thing and you can't really focus on anything. Lone Wolf Dynasty says, oh, I thought he just said let's play Minecraft together was open to all now. Now, play.asumavoid.com is a plot world. You know, here's the thing, right? If you want to make a survival Minecraft server that's open for anyone to play on, that requires a lot of moderation, a lot of resources, and people involved in making it happen. If you do something like a plot world, a lot of the aspects that you need to, you know, keep the trolls out or whatever and keep players behaving, that's kind of built into the concept a little bit. You're in creative mode, you've got plots, so you can say who builds and what plots, but survival Minecraft doesn't particularly lend itself very well to being run that way, so it's better to have a closed community on that one, in my opinion. I wonder if we make this thing like too deep, like this, if we can get something a little bit more out of it. I don't know what that would be, just maybe more shape somewhere, but Made that too deep. And yeah, this cobblestone path thing at the bottom here, that's going to change. This is all temporary though. And in you go. In you go. Right, so let's start building up all of this, you know. So the cobblestone, the chisel bit is going to be directly on top of it. We'll start with that. Ah, looks like I already kind of did a bit of this. We don't want to double. Right, we've got to go find more gravel. RT Nub says, I like the terraforming. Wow. RT Nub, we haven't actually done any terraforming yet. So I'm not sure what it is you're referring to. This is built into the land right here. Do you use the new Minecraft textures as the standard texture pack? Yes, yes we do. On this season of Hermitcraft. Basically, the game is going to start to look like this at some point. So why don't we embrace it now? Is essentially the concept here. And then when if it changes halfway through this season, which it could most likely do, we've already got most of the textures. You know, they're still subject to change, but we've got them. We've already been building with them, so it should look all right. Yep, we're going to have to go and search for more gravel, aren't we? Oh, yes, we are. I made a long list of things to do this stream, and this is like the first thing on it. Build the tower. I was thinking, yeah, that'll be done quickly, and then we'll be on to the next thing. But oh no, oh no. These things take their time. Let's eat some food. So where are we building? I'm a little lost this Hermitcraft season, says Gentle Mangnu. We are behind Impulse's area, which is in that direction. And the modern areas over there, the fantasy areas off in that direction. We're in the industrial district. That is where we will reside at the moment. Oh, please don't run out of gravel just yet. Are we out already? Wow, that was fast. Okay, so we need to go on another gravel expedition, basically. Really, no more gravel. Gravel, gravel, gravel. Someone should open a gravel shop and I will be their customer, you know. There's a way to make some money here on this server, and it is to provide me with my gravel. What is Suma building, says Billy Combo. Building a turtle farm, man. The turtle farm's built, though. They're all sitting on eggs. There's a couple of spots for eggs, though, so we can actually breed them up again. I think just over in that one. Yeah, there's 2 spots over here. There we go. Get bred up, suckers. Alright. Firulol says use a hammer to smash gravel. Oh, wait. Yep, that ain't going to work here. Now, where should I put my... I'm going to just put these clays in here for now. Let's throw away these things. And we're left with, I guess, a fair enough inventory to start collecting some gravel. Cuplex says just use vein miner. You reminded me of something important. Why did I think it was nighttime all of a sudden? We can get what we need from... Geez, noisy plane outside. We can get the gravel that we need from branch mining, so I might mine for some more resources and see if I can get some more of that together. We got a donation here, noise in the ear from nobody right now. Peeps, nobody right now, nobody should write. Saying, hi X, still remember me? It's been a long time that I've watched a stream. Keep up the good work and make some cool stuff this season. Yes sir, I will definitely make some cool stuff. I think we've already made some cool stuff. We made a very cool shop. We're making a cool turtle tech farmer. I'm thinking of calling it turtle tech, by the way, peeps. You know, not like Tango Tech. Not like that, like turtle tech, you know. The technology of the turtles. Maybe I can be a consultant for hire for making turtle farms. And I'll be like, yeah, here's how you make a turtle farm. You get some diamonds, you walk over to the turtle shop. I just saw this dolphin spawn. and you make a purchase. I'm not seeing any gravel patches. Not seeing any gravel patches. That's what I'm looking for. I'm out to destroy the environment and scavenge for resources with no consequence to my actions. Just going to leave some scars in the land. That's all I'm going to do. X, you got bamboozled. We are not writing, we are typing. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been bamboozled apparently. Nobody right now. I do remember you, and thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Please don't riot. I don't need to tell you that. Jeez, you're the one asking everyone else not to riot. Okay. There's definitely no gravel patch here. I see andesite patches over on that side. Let's head over to that area. That's where we'll go next. Mumbo Jumbo's joined the game. Uh-oh, he's going to see the prank we did earlier now, peeps. Going to see the prank. Hacken Cruz is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Hacken Cruz, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Enjoy the stream. People with T reminders in chat. Whoa, Dolphin's Grace, and Gravel. Gravel, 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 Dolphin's Grace. Gravel, 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 Gravel. Let's go get that gravel. It's getting busy all of a sudden. Jeez, everyone's logging on. No offence, but Mumbo is my favourite hermit, says Skiffy. I feel so deeply offended. Oh, how will I go on living? That's absolutely fine, buddy. Why would I take offence to that? Jeez. Right. That is a big old gravel patch, and that is exactly what we need, people. It's exactly what we need. Yeah. Okay, with sound effects of me struggling, which makes no sense because it's not particularly difficult. Cuplex says, "God damn it, X! Why do you have to say Mumbo? Now the chat is full of stupid spam." It's actually not. It's just people saying gravel, 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 gravel. I will take this. I will take that. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Wonderful. Right. We saw. Wait a minute. Did I see more gravel? Yeah, here. Here, literally here. More gravel for me. More gravel to you. Oh, jeez, that's dirt. We don't want the dirt. We're not down with the dirt, peeps, are we? And the sun is going to set very soon. If you open a gravel shop, it should be named Gravel, 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 Gravel. That's a great name for a shop, isn't it? Wonderful name. Next gravel patch. Wonderful. Sweets. The ocean floor is a good place to get gravel, but I think you would need to set up a conduit in this update in order to go harvest some, and I think it's actually a little bit easier probably just to get it from the patches you find when you go branch mining. I might actually go wander through a branch mine and see like some gravel that's fallen in and then mine it all out, because you get loads of little patches of it, didn't you? And usually I don't like dig that stuff up, but this season we're building with gravel. Unbelievable. Okay, doesn't appear to be any. Oh no, there does appear to be some more around here. Jay's on fire is here, resubscribing for 29 months in a row, saying Exil Mango has found a way to have great way to have something like Doc's water trick, but with waterlogged stairs. This feature should stay, fingers crossed. What's that? Has found a way to have something like Doc's water trick, but with waterlogged stairs. Oh, do you mean using waterlogged stairs to keep a floating water block? Yeah, that's that makes sense. Yeah, there's another way. Cool, that's cool, I guess. I mean, here's the thing. Like, we had the ability to make floating water from ice for a long time. We used it to make farms. It was really cool. Loved it. It was in for so many years that it just kind of felt like one of those things that the game had, and you could use. Then it got removed, and it makes sense. Yeah, why did it take you so long to remove it? But okay, Mojang. Well, you know. But to bring it back in again, I'm not a fan of. I think that bug was intentionally squashed, and it should stay squashed now. We're used to not playing with floaty water, and it makes sense. And so. I'm not knocking what Il Mango's done. I think I wouldn't choose to use it. You know, that's not part of the game anymore. Wow, seems like we found a big old underground patch here, and I don't think I have a single torch on me inventory. So that's not good. Right, that is quite a lot of it we've just hollowed out there. Wonderful. It's very dark, it's difficult to see, I know. And there's some iron. Well, I should probably get that iron, right? That's what you're thinking. You're thinking X, you should get that iron. I'm getting that iron, jeez. Right, there we go, we got it. Sweet, I think there was... Oh, there's another patch here and there was some more up the hill. Shut up, you're rambling on a lot, says a monk. I mean, what do you expect from a live stream of mine? All I do is ramble like a derp. Goodness me, that's why people are tuning in. They love that ramble. Hands up in chat if you love the quality rambling. Even if it's not actually quality, and I just made that bit up. Stooby-Doo! Oh, I love it. Stooby-Doo, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate your support. I hope you're enjoying the live stream today. Stooby-Doo, what you gonna do? Stooby-Doo is coming after you. That's not even a thing. It's just something I'm making up. See, look, all these hands up in chat. They love the rambling. They love it. They can't get enough. They just want to hear me say silly things with no meaning whatsoever. Okay, that is still gravel. There we go. Will anyone sleep? Question mark. Sleep? You know what that means. Everyone knows what that means. That means, hey, it's dark. Can we sleep, please? I should really formulate a proper sentence, actually. Can someone sleep, please? Oh, do you know what? Actually, I think maybe that's a sign. Maybe we should now log out before things get bad, you know? I think that's what we're going to do. Peeps, that's what we're going to wrap up the stream, actually. I just realised what the time was, so it kind of makes sense, right? Jeez, X asks people to sleep and then logs out. What a top fella. Jeez, I don't know. We're going to go raid someone in the Minecraft community, peeps. So I'll pick a random channel, send you over there. I hope you enjoy it. Massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, appreciating your support. And I'll see you soon with another stream. So yeah, just going to pick a random channel. Don't know where I'm sending you to. There's someone... Oh, and actually we raided you just the other day, I think. Okay, I've got... That's not Minecraft, clearly. Hey, I'm going to end the stream now and I'll pick someone and send you over there. Thank you for watching, everyone. See ya. Bye-bye.